Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to create the makeup look that you see here using a full face of my Holy Grail makeup products. And it's also a collaboration video, so if you'd like to find out more, then just keep watching. As I mentioned, I am collaborating with a fellow YouTuber. Her name is Mekhima and her channel is Key to Beauty. When I was looking for reviews on the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation, I found her channel and I immediately subscribed. I really loved her content. She's absolutely beautiful and creates beautiful makeup looks, and she can also slay a wig, I'm telling y'all. I subscribed to her channel and I binge watched some of her videos. I enjoy her content and I think that you all will enjoy it as well. So if you will, show us both a little bit of support by watching this entire video and then hop on over to her channel and check out her video and consider subscribing. I will link her channel as well as her video down below, and I will also link her video in the cards. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. And if you're visiting me from Mekhima's channel, thank you for coming over, and I hope that you will enjoy my content and consider subscribing. I'd love to have you join the Savvy family. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about all of my Holy Grail products. I use my Holy Grail products to create this makeup look. Some products I've been using for years, some are a little bit newer to my collection, but these are my Holy Grail products that I can't live without, that I have either repurchased in the past or plan to repurchase. My eyeshadow palette has hit pan a couple of times. I love these products and they have made it to Holy Grail status. So let's go ahead and get started with today's makeup look. First, I'm going to add a little bit of my DIOR Lip Maximizer. It is a hyaluronic lip plumper. It is definitely Holy Grail. I didn't discover them that long ago, like maybe a year or two ago. I have purchased 3 or 4 of these. Next, I'm going to apply Smashbox Primer Water. It's a set and refresh spray, but I typically use it as a prep spray. It smells really fresh. It just helps prep your skin for makeup. Of course, I also like using MAC Fix Plus. Those are my 2 Holy Grail prep sprays. Next, I'm going to go in with a moisturizer that I enjoy using when I want a more radiant finish. I might put on a lot, so I'm probably going to look real radiant today. This is the GLAMGLOW Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer. And I've got these little bumps. I've got a couple of little bumps that need to go away. They're not like pimples. They just showed up on my skin and they moved in and don't want to move out. This is the shade Nude Glow. There was a time when I used the GLAMGLOW Glow Starter every single time that I applied makeup, and it smells super yummy. So this is the YSL Touche Eclat Primer, Holy Grail Primer. I talked about it for years, and I've only probably started talking about it less because of COVID and the need to wear the face mask, and I've been wearing more primers that help with the longevity of my makeup. It blurs and it gives you a beautiful finish, but I don't know that it necessarily helps it stay on any longer, so I just haven't been using it as much. So good, and I still will continue to purchase it. You know, I'm just gonna always have one of those, always. I have combo skin. I am normal almost everywhere except my T-zone. I'm a little bit oily, so I like to go in with my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer Base. This is the limited edition cap that I love. I just like using this in the T-zone, but you can use it all over. When I first discovered this primer, I just used it as my only primer, and this is really good for helping to blur the appearance of your pores, and I have a few places where my pores are a lot more visible. So I really try to press it in those locations. I have several Holy Grail foundations. Today I'm going to mix 2 of my favorites. I'm going to mix my Makeup Forever HD Y445 in Amber. I've been using this foundation for years, since I started my YouTube channel, and I have repurchased it many times. And I'm also going to use my Pat McGrath. This is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation, and I have the shade 18. It's a little bit light for me, but it definitely works One of the reasons that I couldn't decide which one of these to use is I actually like them both in video. Makeup Forever Ultra HD is very good in pictures and video, and so is Pat McGrath. Concealer was also a tough one. I have a lot of Holy Grail concealers, but I decided to use my NARS Radiant Creamy today, and this one feels like it's almost on empty. This is the shade Biscuit, and it has this nice peachy undertone, which is really good for canceling out my dark circles. This is one of those concealers that I can always count on doing the work that I need a concealer to do. I also love my Shape Tape, like that's also a Holy Grail concealer, and my DIOR Forever Skin Correct that I just purchased in 2020, also Holy Grail, but I haven't used this one in a while, so I decided to try this one out today. If you're looking for a concealer that's just no fuss, it's going to work every time, it's going to be easy to blend out, it's not going to crease, this is that concealer. I'm going to go in with a little bit more. I also have several Holy Grail powders. I'm going to use one of my newer Holy Grail powders for my T-zone. This is the Nakia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder, and it's sort of a creamy color like typical translucent powders, and it is just so good. I'm applying a lot and I'm baking because I know I'm gonna do my eyeshadow next, and I just want to have some powder down to catch any fallout. This powder is so good. It keeps you from getting oily. It's like the best powder I've ever used for oily skin, and it smells like cake. It smells delicious, and your skin looks airbrushed. It's absolutely beautiful. The only drawback is that it's made in Australia. But I also, of course, like everyone else, love Laura Mercier. So that I could use it in today's video, I decided to go with the Translucent Medium Deep. You guys know that I like to use this one on the perimeter of my face. For my brows today, I decided to use my Anastasia brow powder in chocolate. This shows you guys how much I've used it. This is just a great brow powder. I find it to be easy. I think it's simple and it just fills in nicely. It's just a great brow product to just kind of attach to your hair, and it just fills them in. And it looks a little more natural than a brow pencil to me. It just makes your hair look a little thicker and fluffier. I don't think it takes any more time or anything. I actually think it's quicker for me than a brow pencil because it just seems to grab onto the hair very quickly, and I'm done. So I'm going to complete these off camera and I'll be back. I forgot to mention two other Holy Grail concealers. I like to sometimes sculpt my brows with the NARS Biscuit Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I also have it in caramel, so I have repurchased this one many times, and this is definitely a Holy Grail concealer. And I have to say that I have been using the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer as well. I like to sculpt my brows out with this too. I can sculpt underneath my brows as well as above my brows with this particular shade. I use a lot of different concealers when sculpting my brows, but a lot of times I do go back to these. The NARS concealer is definitely one to have because you can use it under your eye, you can use it to spot conceal, you can use it for your brows. It is very, very good and very unique. I was going to complete them completely off camera and realized that I had a couple other Holy Grails to tell you guys about. Like, one of my brows is shorter than the other. It's horrible. Hate it. And it's so hard to fix. This is the one. I have a couple of products that I like to use to set my brows. One is the 24-Hour Brow Setter by Benefit. And the other one is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and I'm going to use that one today, but I like them both. But this is definitely Holy Grail. I have repurchased it many times for my brows. I just love it. My hair is doing its own thing. That's bad when you can sing and you intentionally sing poorly. One of my all-time Holy Grail eyeshadow primers is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, the Primer Potion. I like the anti-aging, but that's just a regular one. But recently I discovered another Holy Grail that I'm going to use today. I love this stuff. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I have to say I like it better than the Urban Decay. Partially, I think for me is because I have dark eyelids, so if you're a person like me that kind of has discoloration on your eyelids, it helps cancel out some of that darkness so that my eyeshadow actually looks the color that it should look. So I like to use that, and it only takes the smallest amount, and I just spread it out with this concealer brush, and it locks in my eyeshadow. Definitely this is amazing. Today for eyeshadow, oh my god. Today for eyeshadow, I decided to use the Soft Glam palette because this is probably my most used palette of all time. And look guys, let me show you. This tells you something. The back of it is starting to come unglued. That's how much I've used it. So I'm gonna have to glue that back. Oh, poor baby. This is definitely the only palette where I have hit pan in 3 spots. This is what she's looking like. I'm gonna start off with my transition shade, and I like to mix burnt orange and cream soda. So we're gonna start off there. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. We'll figure it out. And this palette also has several shadows that are in the Modern Renaissance palette. So there were a few repeat eyeshadows. I think this burnt orange is one of them. I really love these 2 shades in the eyeshadow palette. I think I want to put a little bit of sienna in my crease. This is a Sigma E38. I don't really have a crease. I have a monolid. So hopefully by the time I'm done with this video, you'll see an illusion of a crease. And it looks like I have a crease, but I don't. I like to stretch my lid, and I also like to kind of let it rest. When I'm at rest, what is it gonna look like? So I like to rest as well, and I'll stretch. I'm gonna go back into my original brush and just soften that and blend. Make sure everything is blended out. I think I wanna use a little bit of Cypress Umber in the lower V. And it's just a deep chocolate. And I'm just gonna carry over what's left on the brush into the crease. We're gonna go back in with the first brush and blend. I'm gonna start off with bronze on my lid. I'm giving the illusion of a cut crease without the concealer. I also think I want to go in with Sultry. I'm going back into bronze so that I can sort of marry the 2 together. I don't use this mulberry shade very often, and I want to try it. I just want to add a little bit of this to the corner. Oh yes. I'm starting to feel this, sort of blending things out, touching up. I want to sharpen this up a little bit, so I'm going to take a little bit of powder to do that. I'm going to dust this off and apply liner and lashes off camera. I like my Stila liquid liner. This is my Holy Grail liner, and I like using the Lancome art liner as well. I'm gonna crack open a new box of my mink lashes in the style Miami. These are Lily lashes, definitely Holy Grail lashes. I'm gonna apply all of this off camera and I'll be back. I really like the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but I don't have any of that with me right now. I've used them all up. And I also like the Lash Paradise from the drugstore. That's also very good. But right now I have a couple that I would also say are Holy Grail. They are favorites. I continue to repurchase them over and over again. I have my Lancome Monsieur Big, and I also have my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes that I don't talk about as much on my channel anymore, but I find myself repurchasing this all the time, and I have like 2 backups. But I think today I'm going to use my Monsieur Big because I didn't apply mascara yet to my lashes. So I'm gonna do that really quickly. Now let's do the bottom lashes. I'm gonna start off with maybe just the burnt orange I think I'm just gonna go in with Sienna and keep it closer to the corner and just bring it midway. And now I'm gonna use Cypress Umber in the outer corner. Going back into Sienna. I'm gonna take this little small blending brush and just blend it out a little bit. Now I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs Highliner pencil. I haven't had this more than a year, maybe about a year ago. I started really using this blacker shade, and it is definitely a holy grail now. It took me a while to get this black one. I tried this in other shades, but I just love this pencil. This time I'm going to use my Lights Camera Lashes on my bottom lashes. I usually use my MAC Giga Black Lash, but I didn't bring it over here. So we're gonna use this one. Let's go into glistening here for my inner corner really quick. Oh my goodness. So pretty. I'm liking these two foundations together. Let's return to the face. I have a couple of contour products I want to use. I really like this Makeup Forever contour, and I would say it's a holy grail. And I will link it down below. But see how deep that is on me? I really want a little bit more dramatic look and more definition. I will use this color. Another holy grail contour product is this little small Kevyn Aucoin contour. This is the Sculpting Powder by Kevyn Aucoin, this little small powder, and it is not cheap, even though it is very small. And I have definitely put a dent in it, and it is the deepest shade. And I will blend these together or use them separately. But this one is a little softer contour. So I'm just gonna blend out the other one from Makeup Forever using this one. And we're gonna blend all of this out in a moment. But now we are starting to look contoured. Bronzer was so hard. I was debating between these two. I think I'm gonna use this one. This is the Becca Ipanema Sun. And I'm just gonna kind of use the bronzer to sort of fade out that contour a little bit, and warm up the skin wherever I need to. But this is just this beautiful, warm, golden type of color. So if you have more yellow in your skin and you're looking for a more golden bronzer, I like this one. This one is a little warmer. The Becca and the Guerlain number 5 is a little more neutral and a little more red. They're both like holy grails. The Guerlain was the first one that I purchased, I think. I have purchased the Guerlain bronzer 3 times. I've purchased Becca twice. I also need to go back to my Kevyn Aucoin powder to contour my nose. It's just perfect for nose contour. And I like to go back and soften the harsh lines of the contour so that you don't just have 2 straight lines going down your nose. I'm gonna go old school for sure. I'm gonna go back to a MAC blush, and this is the shade Peaches. And there was a time, see, hit pan, when I wore this out. Just couldn't get enough. So this is one of those holy grail shades. I just think a lot of people like Peaches, and I was one of those people. You can't go wrong with blushes from MAC Cosmetics. You just can't. Gonna take a little bit of translucent powder again and just clean up some of this, and that just kind of helps define that contour a little more. We'll let that sit for a second. Before I apply my highlighter, I want to put on a little bit of the Lancome Absolute powder in Absolute Golden. The powder is sort of a colored powder, and it has like some reflective highlighting type of particles, and you sort of gently dust it on your face to add a gentle glow. I just put a little bit on this type of brush and just kind of dust it all over. And when you complete your look, it really will stand out. Do you all remember how much we were crazy over Gilded Honey? It was one of the very first ones that I purchased. As you can tell, but she's still working. It's just a really beautiful highlighter for all skin tones, definitely medium and dark skin tones, but I think almost anybody could wear this. I meant to talk about it in my December favorites because I've been using it a lot lately, which is why I definitely wanted to grab it for this video. So pretty. I'm gonna use this beauty blender to just blend that in a little. I'm gonna take this brush and sort of buff in any harsh lines. I like to use any buffing brush to buff in harsh lines so that it looks more seamless. But I'm sort of gentle, and we'll buff away this bake while we're at it. My all-time favorite lip liner is the Cork lip liner by MAC Cosmetics, and I just usually use like a brown lip liner more than any other color. I have with me like so many of these Maybelline lipsticks. I purchased all 15 shades. I filmed a video here on my channel. I am down to 14 shades because my daughter has one. Spicy Mauve. Ooh, I used to like Spicy Mauve. That might be a winner. I think I'm gonna go with Spicy Mauve. This is just a really nice everyday shade. These are the Shine Compulsion lipsticks. So they have a little bit of a shine, and you could just put these on alone. Like, see how much shine it has all by itself? This is the Marc Jacobs Enamored Lip Gloss in Sugar Sugar. And it's just this pale kind of cream color that just looks really pretty on top of any lipstick. I've purchased it many times. And it is definitely a holy grail. See how it sort of muted that color? If you don't want to do that, you might want to use like a clear gloss. I have several Holy Grail setting sprays, Urban Decay like everyone else. The Charlotte Tilbury is now a Holy Grail, but like I've been using the Kat Von D Lock-It setting spray for years. And I think now she is KVD Beauty. Yep, KVD Beauty, but I love this. So that concludes my video for today, and I hope that you all have enjoyed it. Be sure to head on over to Key to Beauty and check out Mekhima's video, as well as consider subscribing to her channel. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy, signing out.